Yo, here we go. Exactly. Yeah, man. So basically, just to introduce as well, this guy is Yashvira. He is doing around like 5,000 right now, and he's in real estate niche as well. And yeah, man, just a bit about you as well.
Yeah, bro, sure. So I'm in real estate. I wouldn't say my website or anything. I don't want to get too much funnel act or anything. But
Of
I've been
course.
doing 5K. I'll be honest, it is like kind of inconsistent, but like I'm definitely scaling to 10, 20K pretty soon, especially with the systems and like the setter and everything I have right now in place. And yeah, I'm in real estate like Hitansh said. And yeah, Hitansh, you can probably introduce yourself too because
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So basically, I'm in car detailing niche right now, and as I said, kind of been doing that numbers. And yeah, I wouldn't say, like I'm also kind of shifted to PIFs as well. So yeah, it's pretty like kind of inconsistent right now. Like it is not kind of we are just charging retainers because in PIFs you just charge like the people who doesn't know, we charge like for 3 month plan or 6 months or all the way up to like an year or so. So yeah, pretty about that as well. And in this video, we're gonna be kind of like chatting, or we can say yapping, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
very
kind of
much.
yapping about the space as well, like how you guys can actually start an agency, how we actually did, and how Yash exactly like kind of accomplished his goals and kind of just started his agency and kind of about but his story as well. And yeah, I haven't posted in a bit, so just a thought to do and raw chat. So yeah, basically, let's get started, right?
Awesome, man. Yeah. So I guess we can start out with your story. I guess like
Yep.
how did you initially start and like how did you close your first client and like how
Exactly.
things are going right now.
Yeah, so basically, I actually started with cold calling. Pretty much, like I just, like I'm pretty straightforward guy. So I just like seen this agency thing. I think okay, this is it. And there were like kind of I watched some Charlie Morgan videos, and it was like kind of talking about picking a niche. So I just like searched up or what niches are best in kind of SMMA. So just I pretty much didn't like did much research. I did like okay, this is this. So I basically get right into car detailing, and I started just like I'm pretty straightforward guy, and many people who don't actually accomplish much in agency space, they are like just too much analyzing. They are not putting into inputs. So from the day when I actually knew about okay, this is SMMA and this is a thing, I just started cold calling from next day, scraping some leads, and I just started calling, and then I got some interest, like interested people in my service. They actually said okay, how much do you charge and stuff. So I went on a call, tried to close them, but as we are not kind of confident with our service and we don't
Yeah.
have any testimonials. I basically said I can do a trial like for you basically.
Yeah.
So we just got him on a
What?
free trial. So basically we did a trial with him, and actually just got some free results for him. Then we got some case study and converted my first client. It was like $419 exactly for a month, like monthly recurring, and I still work with that client because we've been just printing cash basically for him.
Nice, man. And I guess what made you go into like car detailing and what made you do like cold calling? Because like obviously like cold DMs or something would be a lot easier compared to like cold calling.
Exactly. So basically, I actually found this way like pretty straightforward and basically directly talking to like business owners. I actually didn't know about the Instagram DMs and stuff. I actually knew okay, this is an outreach method, but exactly didn't try it because I was just like everyone is doing cold calling. Okay, let's just get in phone. Like I actually bought some international VoIP numbers and just basically ramping up the volume.
Okay.
Kind of about that.
Nice, man. And yeah, I guess how are you mainly getting your customers like clients right now?
Right now, as you said, it's like pretty kind of consistent system, and we can't get like funnel hacked, but here's our all people. So basically right now it's kind of bit of mix. We have a cold calling team in place, and also basically we do like our whole system SMS. We get like warm leads, inbound leads. So yeah, pretty much that.
Okay, nice, man.
Yeah. What about you? How did you actually start it?
Yeah, man. So yeah, I started a while ago. Like I started around 3 years ago. Initially, I just started out I like watched a video from Iman Ghazi. I realized like we can start this business with like zero capital and anything. So yeah, I mean I didn't really have any capital to invest. Like I at the beginning I hardly like had a working like computer and stuff. So yeah, I just started sending out like cold DMs. I started out with like working with like actually fashion brands and stuff, but I was like super terrible at it. Like I remember the first actual lead I got, like someone told me he was interested, but I didn't know anything about business. I haven't made like a single rupee, a single dollar before. So like the guy told me, yeah, let's hop on a call, and I was like, no, I'm more comfortable via like text and stuff, like just speak via text. So I
Yeah.
wasn't really able to close anyone there. Then yeah, slowly like one day my dad actually his business like he stopped doing his business, and he became a realtor because of COVID and stuff. Like his business went like it kind of went bad. So he started doing like real estate and stuff. He became a broker, and then I thought, yeah, I can probably like instead of working with like fashion brands because of like Iman Gadzia now with like bread scales, like the space is super like saturated.
Yep.
I guess so. I started working with real estate agents itself. So I started sending out like cold DMs. Like I was just pumping out volume like 100 per day, 200 per day. Then I landed my first client. It was basically a $500 like per month client, and like the guarantee I gave to her was crazy. I told her basically if you're not happy after the first month, like I'll give you a refund of the full money. So what ended up happening is I worked for 30 days for her for completely free. Then I got a $500 payment for second month, and then at the end of second month she told me I am not super happy, but I mean let's continue. So I basically worked for her for 3 months, and at the end of 3 months she told me she was not happy with the result she got. So I ended up refunding her the $1,000. So I basically gave her like a 3 month free trial, and yeah. But the good part was I did get a really good client at that time. So like just 10 days after I closed my first client, I closed my second client for $500 too, and that was a really good client. We ended up working for around like 8 to 9 months together.
Yep.
And yeah, that was mainly just it. Right now, yeah, I stopped doing cold SMS. Like one day, like I scaled to 5K easily with cold DMs itself.
Alright.
Then one day what happened is I had 10 Instagram accounts where I was sending out like cold DMs from. And one day out of the blue, like without any notice or anything, Instagram banned all of those 10 accounts, including my personal accounts. So
Jeez.
yeah, so I pretty much started out from scratch. I think it was probably around like 7 or 8 months ago from now. Then I started cold calling. I hit my second like 5K month or so with just cold calling. But then I realized like it was like I mean I didn't think about like starting like my own cold calling team like you
Yep.
did. But I thought like yeah, I have a couple friends who are doing cold SMS. Let's just start cold SMS. Then I just started cold SMS, like being consistent with it. I just started being consistent with it last month itself. And yeah, right now I'm spending a lot of money on cold SMS, like you probably know.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's right now.
You're
That's just
probably
mainly it.
like spending 500 or 1,000 bucks on just SMS, right?
Yeah, just like $1,000 per month just on SMS.
Jeez, man, exactly. And the first two clients you got, like that was like all brokers, like real estate, right?
Yeah, paid clients. Yeah, they were all
Got you.
brokers. Yeah.
Alright, man. That was kind of, like mumble jumble in his journey as well. And I think you guys are probably watching this and you guys got some inspiration as well. Like, you don't actually just start, like straightforward as
100%. Yeah.
So basically, some bumps and dumps, and we actually just learn along the journey. And yeah, what do you actually, like recommend? Let's suppose there's an beginner guy. He actually learns about agency just like a couple minutes ago. What do you like? Basically, actionable steps. Like all people on gurus and stuff give advice on YouTube. Like, okay, do this, do that. What actionable steps that gonna make him money in next week, like this week exactly?
This
So what
week?
do you actually?
Yeah, sure. I guess if you want, you can go first and then I can go second.
All right, got you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what I would say, stick to a niche. I would say spend probably 30 minutes or hour or so, or maybe you can take 2-3 hours if you're like very technical guy and take some time. So actually just stick to one niche and one industry and basically scrape some leads by it. If you don't know, you can actually use Google Maps to scrape leads, and I would say stick by an industry. Let me give you some niche sauce. So don't actually get dental niches, and if you think, like as I said, fashion brands, in that niches you probably need investment in, like, first of all, because all the people like Breast Skills, as you said, and stuff, they all are running paid ads to get clients. And as I'm assuming you are beginner, you don't have that capital, just stick to like local businesses basically in US market or anywhere you prefer, and basically scrape some leads out of it. Like, it's basically simple steps I'm telling you. So leads are free, then get in dialer, probably like $10-20 would be, or if you are in US you can basically call from your phone as well. Start with 100 cold calls per day, 100 cold calls, and just stick to it, and basically you're gonna eventually start seeing results, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna start getting conversations, and you're gonna start getting like people interested in your service, and basically cash coming in, cash flow coming in, getting meetings, and then it's basically all about figuring out on the way. And yeah, some words from you as well.
Awesome, for sure. Yeah, great question. So I think you don't need to overcomplicate a bit.
Yeah.
Like I was just speaking to one of my mentors today, and like he's doing like 80 or 100K per month.
Yep.
So basically, for some context, like I was spending a lot of money on SMS, and I haven't closed like I have only closed 2 clients so far from SMS, and it's getting super expensive. So I was basically asking him for advice, like what exactly should I do? Then he basically told me just focus on 2 things. Number 1, your cost of acquisition, so how much it actually takes for you to acquire a customer. And number 2, like your lifetime gross profit on it, like how much you make from that customer itself over the lifetime as gross profit. Like all of us have probably heard that from Alex Hormozzi. But I mean, business is pretty much just that. So
Yep.
everything you do should either do 3 things. Either it should decrease your cost per acquisition, either it should increase the lifetime value your customers have for you, or either it should just increase the number of customers you pretty much have. So for example, let me give you an example. Like let's say it costs you like to I don't know, like let's say it costs you like $500 to acquire a customer, like just with whatever you're doing right now, whether it's like paying a cold caller or
SMS.
yeah, definitely SMS. And let's say you make like $2,000 of profit on that customer after all of your expenses and SMS expenses.
Yep.
And then if you have those two numbers, you can simply reverse engineer everything. So
Yeah.
let's say you want to hit 10K next month, you pretty much need to spend, you're getting a 4-to-1 return on investment. Like you're spending $500, you're getting a customer worth $2,000. So you pretty much need to spend like $2,500 next month on whatever outreach or ads or whatever you're doing in order to make 10K next month. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
yeah, it's just pretty simple maths. If
Yeah.
you don't want to do all of that too, you can just like reverse engineer based on like how many outreach messages you're sending, how many people you're actually booking in, and how many of them are actually converting into like paid clients.
Yeah, that can be like actually like that's very good point, that your mentor as well like kind of pointed out. And I would actually like to clarify and break down that, because like many beginners here don't actually understand cost per acquisition basically. So let's suppose like we started SMS by spending $10 per day. Like let's suppose cold calling team $10 per day, and just take an example, right? And we booked 2 meetings. So what was the cost per call? Like $5, right?
Yeah.
And let's suppose those 2 meetings, one guy showed up like basically tomorrow, and we did this for about like a week, like 7 meetings basically.
Yeah.
So how much we spent? Like 5 into 7, right?
That's $70.
Yeah, basically $70. 5 into 7. Like call. So cost per call. Let's suppose $5. Like you spend $5 to take an appointment booked on your calendar, and let's suppose if like even 50% of them showed up, like $10 in like into 7 days, so it's like $70, right?
Yeah.
And we actually closed one guy out of those 7 showed meetings, right? 50% showed rate. Like just an example, right? We spent $70 and you now gonna make like lifetime, like as he's saying, like not just 1 month retainer. Like basically, let's suppose if you're working with a client for 6 months and like retainer is $1,000 or something, you're making $6,000 and you just spent $70. That's kind of you have to think about in business, because many people just like, okay, they're spending money and they get like, oh, I'm not making any money, just stop it. Like you don't have to actually do that. You should have patience, and as I said, starting with cold calling requires much dedication and consistency, because many people who actually reach out to me actually just close their agencies in just like couple of weeks basically, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, basically. And what like let's suppose the people who are actually watching this as well probably would be some guys who have like a couple of clients, if you say, and actually just want to grow, but they are feeling stuck. And like you've been getting so many mentors, you have kind of knowledge. What you will actually say like to break free from that, like $1,000, like below that or something?
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing is simply just don't quit. Like as long as you don't quit, it might take you a few weeks, few months, even it might take you a few years. Like for example, for me, it took me probably like 1 or 2 years to just hit my first 5K.
Yep.
So I mean, just simply don't quit. Like I know I'm 100% sure that I'll be hitting 150K per month.
Yeah.
Like it's just a matter of time, whether it happens in a few months, like by the end of this year, or whether
This
it
year,
happens.
bro.
Yeah, this year.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah, or whether it happens in a while. Like it's
Yeah.
fine. Like I'm like, as long as I don't quit, which I'm not going to, unless I die. Like yeah.
No, bro, the court race.
Yeah, like just don't quit. That's the biggest thing. I guess what would your advice be?
Yeah, definitely. Like, just don't quit. Like many people say, oh, do this, do that. But sometimes our plan can go wrong and we can do some mistakes, because in the end, we are humans, right? So we do mistakes, and sometimes, like, let's suppose if one guy have like 20K per month goal, and if he doesn't hit that, he basically gonna stop his agency. That doesn't how it works, right? He can hit that afterwards, but you just need to keep grinding on. You can see like results. Like you were at 1,000, then you go on 3,000, then you just kind of ramping up. Or even if you go in minus, like literally, you just have to just keep going on.
For sure. And the good part about agency is you don't really go into minus. Like it takes
Yeah.
zero money to start an
Exactly.
agency. You can just start sending out cold DMs as long as you have a laptop and like you don't even need a phone. As long as you have a laptop to
Yeah.
actually deliver the service, like that's more than enough.
Exactly, that's what I actually like about this business model, man. That's exactly it. And as we talked, like about stopping, like giving up, like many people do. Can you talk about the situations which you had, kind of like in which, kind of not in quite brief, like basically kind of overview. The situations which you were actually thinking you need to just quit, like you're not doing anything, and kind of like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, like there are so many people who are like ahead of me,
Yeah.
who have started even after me. Like I think like, I mean, obviously like Noah and everything, who is
Yeah.
like we are. Like Noah, I think he started even a bit after me,
Yep.
and right now he's at 80K per month.
Yep.
So like when you look at those things, like it like kind of demotivates you. It makes you feel like, what exactly are you doing wrong, like what's not working as well as it could be.
Yep.
Like he's at 80K, he started after me, but like I'm at 5-6K.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean you just can't simply like get like, I mean you can't let those thoughts like control your head, otherwise
Yeah.
you're going to quit. Like it might take, so like for example, like he or like other people who I compare myself to, they have some personal advantages which I don't.
Yeah.
And it's also just a matter of time. Like if we compare, like we think like we are not doing as well as those people are,
Yep.
but if we compare ourselves to like normal like teenagers and stuff, like we are
Yeah.
doing so much better than them. So I mean, yeah, there are definitely like a lot of times where we compare and we feel like we are a lot behind than others. But I mean, the only two options we have is like either to quit or to just keep going and keep grinding. And
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just a decision you have to make. Like entrepreneurship, I think is always like that. Like even if I hit 100K per month, like there would be some like 16-year-old kid who is making like $1 million
Exactly,
per
man.
month.
Yeah, or not even like other teenagers. Like if you just compare to yourself, like 2 years ago, probably you were in a bump, like respectfully.
Yeah.
Like if you just compare to yourself, like you're kind of changed, and that's what all that matters, right?
For sure. What about you?
Yeah, basically, exactly. I actually started with the agency space, I think probably like 6, 7 months ago. Like actually it has been an year right now. Like I was actually running, like if you guys know, automation agency before, kind of selling AI automation. So basically kind of, automating whole business. So basically, but I actually didn't got, like kind of consistent results. And I will not say I actually quit that. I was actually just, like running, but I actually found that that was not right business model for me, right? So I actually just jumped into like kind of running marketing for the businesses, and also kind of in the back end it all automations, right? Like we also use automation and stuff. So I had that knowledge. So I just, like put everything in the place. I had the knowledge of, okay, sales calls, we actually close people on appointment and basically get them done. So I basically started, as I said, cold calling, and basically getting my partner in as well. He was also cold calling with me, and basically signing a bunch of clients, like on free trials, then got pretty like 50-60% of them converted, and basically delivering them services. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I think like agency space, we don't have to actually overcomplicate anything, right?
Yeah, like it's just simply just like getting more clients and delivering those for those clients. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like I think like Joel Kaplan used to say, like just set
Yeah.
appointments, close appointments, and just crack paid ads. If you can do those three things, then you can just kill.
I think this is the simplest business model. If you like actually go for a beauty parlor, like if you like you're looking to start in franchise, you're gonna figure out tons of shit. Like, and you don't even like you can't even find like normal mentorships for that kind of businesses.
Yeah.
Like if you do for agency, right? So yeah, like, and also we actually forgot to give these guys intro, like why we are here, right? So basically, just to give an kind of brief intro, we're actually looking to scale, as I said, like hitting 100K this year, right? Yash and me as well. So we actually landed in an Airbnb right now. Actually had some plans, for next month as well. So basically kind of locking in and basically grinding this shit out, and as you said, basically booking appointments, closing them, and delivering them. That's what we actually just do. And scaling is just about delegating and getting out of like yourself, basically out of
Yeah.
the process, right?
Yeah, like automating the whole business. Yeah.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we, like actually say like what's your like kind of goals, if you say like what's your plan, like we got the goal, like materialistic, like what exactly are you like, what are the next steps for your agency, like what are you actually thinking?
Yeah, good question. So my main goal is hiring a closer for now. So I already have a good setup in place. Like I'm doing cold SMS right now to get more appointments, and I'm getting
Yeah.
like around 40 or something show ups per month. So my goal is pretty much to have like a good closer who can actually convert like all of those appointments at like 20-30%.
Yep.
And even if I do like 5K per client, like 20, if let's do the math here, like if I get 40 appointments, if he's able to convert 25, that's like for 10 new clients per month.
Yep.
And like even if like the average like lifetime gross profit is just 5K, which I'm in real estate, like I have like people who are easily doing like 10K per client, but even if it's just 5K, that's 50K per month. So my goal is
Exactly.
pretty much to just have like a good closer in place, and just to increase my prices a bit, just so yeah, like I can make more per client, and I can also keep the clients for longer. So yeah,
Exactly.
pretty much like yeah, just doing that, I guess. What about you?
Yeah, exactly, definitely. Like first of all, like it's kind of crazy goal, and you are actually, like as I said, you are just getting out like yourself basically out of the process, right?
Yeah.
Delegating, so you can actually focus on main tasks like decision making, getting more, like basically volume, increasing the volume, making the budgets for it, like outreach and stuff. And yeah, that's a good question for me as well. So what's my basically exactly kind of goals, right? I actually want to just double down on what I'm actually doing right now. And yeah, before that, how many appointments, like let's suppose you are doing like per day, if you say?
Booking or like showing up?
Yeah, we can say like taking and booking as well, like kind of both, if you say.
Yeah, I guess for last month, I mean, I can give you like the exact number.
Yep.
Like, what about you? Like, how many are you like?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm actually booking around like 5 to 6, and that's kind of like in bad to worst days. It's basically 3 to 4 appointments. That's what we are doing actually, and yeah, kind of in a bit.
Nice, man. Good. I think last month I booked in 63 calls,
Yep.
and like I took a couple of days off because of Sundays and everything.
Yeah.
Like there were some days I was booking in one, some days I was even booking in five.
Yeah.
63 calls booked and around 37 taken last month.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like one or two sales calls per day, kind of, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's how business works. It's not like you just gonna go like five appointments, right? Like everybody kind of do that. Sometimes you do $0, sometimes you do 2,000, 20K, 200K, right? So it's kind of like all about the like kind of volume as well, if you say,
Yeah.
And yeah, basically right now I'm kind of taking 2 to 3 sales calls per day, and actually just like 5 to 6. That's kind of average, if you say. And like if you say about this month, like what are you actually like doing like per day, if you say?
Yeah, per day, let me see. Like I think total so far, I think it's the 15th, and I've taken in like 20, 22 sales calls. And I've booked in, let me check. I booked in around 33 sales calls, and I've took around like probably 20, 22.
Show rate was like definitely good, right?
Yeah, decent, like around 60% or so.
Around 60-70%, right? Yeah, right. And also like that's a massive improvement as well in the appointment showing up, and also like taking those sales calls, and also like booking procedure, right?
100%, yeah. Like right now, the biggest bottleneck is just closing rate.
Yep.
If I have that fixed, then I'll easily be even with the current numbers, I'll be at 10, 20K per month.
Easy. Yeah, definitely, man. And what change you actually made to actually achieve this goal this month?
Like you mean like how many appointments I'm booking or like?
No, like what you exactly did to actually, like you were exactly seeing like increase in the numbers of booking appointments and stuff. What you exactly did?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I just increased the number of SMS I sent. So initially my goal was just to increase it by 20% per month.
Yeah.
So this month I'm sending out 1,000 per day, next month 1,200 per day, and then like 1,440 per day.
Yep.
And then like just you can do the maths. But I guess if I have some more cash collected this month, I'll probably start ads from next month.
Definitely, man. Yeah, and like as it's kind of all like warmed up leads as well, easy to close as well. And I think your bottleneck, as you're saying, it's kind of like closing rate, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely it could help, right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I guess what do you think is your bottleneck right now when it comes to just scaling?
Right now, if you say actually, like kind of being honest as well, if we can say quality of the kind of lead which is coming on the call, like definitely if people doesn't know, I'm an actually car detailing niche, and many guys who are actually like kind of, we can say, teenagers who are detailing, and you can't actually disqualify them on by just talking on the call, right? So many people, like many times I get broke prospects, but that's just in part of the process, right?
Yeah.
I think it's definitely like closing as well, and also the kind of just basically process in which I think leads, and I think we just need to double down on the volume which we are doing, right? Like
For sure.
kind of about the consistency actually. And yeah, basically kind of about that, and it's been like kind of 25 minutes already, but yeah, definitely. And what like kind of like you give to the viewer, like he's kind of in the trenches cold calling right now, or just seeing like kind of just brother to brother, right? So like just seeing if it could work, if he can make his dream possible. What do you wanna like say?
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, good question. So if I was like starting over, like I would do pretty much anything to get my first client.
Yep.
So like probably the cheapest thing is you can do is cold DMs when you are like at your school or something, and then cold calling when you are like at your home or you're able
Yeah.
to. Then just try to get maybe like $2,000 or so with just those two things: cold, let's say cold DMs, cold call, and it's not even that difficult. You can do it in 1 month. I mean,
Yeah.
it might be difficult to do it in the first month if you haven't done it, but like if you like just put in the inputs, you can definitely hit 2K. And then if you hit 2K, you should probably start sending out SMS
Yep.
till you hit like around 10K or something in like cash in bank. 10, I don't know like what the exact number is.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably after you are getting like consistent flow of appointments in via SMS and closing clients, you can probably start paid ads or something to just scale to like 100K per month.
Definitely. That's like whole game plan basically given by him. And if you actually stick by it and actually follow it, definitely it could actually improve as well. And also you guys will be getting his channel link, like YD link, in the description. Basically, he's also running a personal brand. So yeah, basically you can go watch his content and stick by it, what he actually said, and you're gonna scale to crazy numbers, and you can give us like rev share afterwards.
Yeah.
Because of his like, advice. But yeah, definitely not, right? That's all good basically. And yeah, basically we'll be kind of connecting, and that this was kind of raw talk, right? Like kind of
Yeah,
raw
for
chat.
sure, yeah.
We just got an idea. It was not even scripted, right? I just like got an idea. I said, okay, yes, we should do something
Yeah.
like raw chat, because many people are feeling like kind of kind of just basically confused in the path. They are roaming here and
I
there.
guess what would you, let's say you were starting out right now from
Yeah.
scratch, I guess what would you advise yourself personally?
I would basically say, as I said, start simple and basically stick to the process and never quit. Basically, that's what I would like. Three basically rules, and we generally figure out everything. Like some on the road, you're gonna get in mentorship. You're gonna get that like system which people say money printer. You're gonna find that money printer like anyhow. You just have to be on that road. Like if you actually be on the road, there is two possibilities: either you get successful or either you basically lose. And if you actually just like quit, you are destined to lose.
100%, yeah. And I would also recommend like joining any mentorship you can.
Yeah.
Like it just expanded my mind a lot. Like I
Yeah.
used to think like it would take me years to hit like 100K per month or something. But like just joining a couple of mentorships, getting a couple like mentors. Like one thing it really helps with just like the connection itself.
Yeah.
Like I met Hitansh in like a mentorship group
Yeah.
itself, and right now like we are
Exactly.
in an Airbnb.
Right.
But like I don't really know anyone who has hit like 20, 30 or even 100K or anything per month without like having a mentorship or
Yeah.
without having anyone to help them. Yeah, so yeah, definitely I would recommend joining a mentorship.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
Definitely.
like I've definitely built like a good relationship with like at least two mentors I've had. Like I did get kind of scammed one time, but like that's just a part of the game.
We wouldn't say the name, right? We wouldn't
Yeah,
say the name.
yeah. But like two mentors are yeah,
That's why like people say Indians are scammers.
yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, jokes aside, guys. So basically, we would be like dropping some crazy ass content, and yeah, possibly we will be having some content in Bali as well. Like kind of like planning some trips as well. And yeah, basically like kind of locking in. You're gonna be seeing some crazy updates from Yash as well on his channel. I'm gonna drop the link in description. You can join from there. We got the free Discord as well,
Yeah.
where we actually share the values. You can join that as well. And if you wanna reach out to me directly, you can DM me on Instagram. The link gonna be somewhere in description. And if you have any question, just drop to Yash, to me in comments. Basically, we will be reaching out to you. Yeah, definitely. That's it. And yeah, peace.
Awesome. Bye.